Hey everybody, thanks for joining me tonight. This is Christy with Christy Artistry, and before we start tonight's video, I wanted to show you the dried results of our cup pour from our last video. There is some beautiful shimmer in this one. So this is, look at the dried results, and those little spots that I wanted to use as the stars, a lot of them are still there and they're just shimmering so pretty in here. So I think that this one is going to make a beautiful space painting, and that's what I'm going to do with it. So it will be in a video, a future video, along with a couple of the other ones that we had started preparing and I just haven't had time to finish. So we're going to do those, and then tonight we're going to be working on a 12 by 24 black canvas, but I'm not going to spoil what we're going to do until I bring the camera down. So give me a second to get the camera down and then we'll get started with tonight's video. I'll be right back. So here is our 12 by 24 canvas, as I said in the intro. However, what I didn't tell you is we're actually going to do a diptych, so we have two of them. I have taped them both up, leveled them, and I have a slight gap here so that the design can roll down the sides correctly, and I can get in there to get the black on the canvas, and we'll make our design match side to side. So let's start with our black. Get that on, and then I will show you our other two colors plus gold. We're gonna try for something simple yet elegant. So hopefully that's what we get when we're done. I'm just gonna run it down the center and then use the spatula. If I need to, I'll blow it out with the hairdryer. I think the spatula will be just fine, but let's see. So I did just mix these paints, and then I let them sit overnight, and they're probably full. Yeah, they're full of bubbles right now, but we're gonna blow it out, so that's all right. I just want to make sure that I get a nice coating of black on here. And then I'll blow off the excess, because I don't want the black to be so thick that the additional colors that I'm planning on using end up getting lost in the black. And I have no idea how this is going to come out. I'm still playing with these colors that I've chosen, and so I'm still kind of playing with them and learning how they work with the other colors and stuff. So we're going to try it on this diptych. It's like spreading frosting on a cake. And I love my OXO spatula because it is wide enough to do this. It's silicone, so it cleans up really nice. And it just works a lot better than some of my other spatulas. I mean, I have a lot of spatulas, but this one seems to work when I'm trying to spread the paint all over the canvas. I have some that I like to use when I'm adding paint to the canvas, you know, like when we do our white. But this one seems to spread over the canvas really nice. Some dry edges here. Watch. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow out the black just to make sure that it blows down the edges in the center without me having to try to stick my finger in there. So let's do that real quick. Here we go. Okay, now we've got good coverage. I'm gonna do see a few drops here and there. Add a little black to those and they'll level out. And then we're gonna torch just a corner there. So once you get paint on, you see the dents, just fill in the dents and let them settle. Everything will settle down. So I'm going to torch both sides now, because like I said, I know since I very recently, last night, mixed up all this paint, that it's going to have lots of bubbles. Fill in. So I'm going to scrape off the paint that was on there in case that there is a lump of paint there, and then we'll let that settle for a second before we torch it again. Okay, now I'm going to take a look. I found a little bit up here. And like I always say, I love doing black on black because once you get it covered, you have this really nice, almost mirrored finish that you can look at, and you can see if you've missed any spots. The edges, I'm not going to worry about too much because we'll do those again at the end, but making sure that where I'm going to puddle my paints on here is covered. I'm just looking. When I see, I can't tell if there's dust particles, you know, coming in or not, so I check for those, and then I'm going to just use some of the extra paint on here to fill those spots in and let them settle down. Okay, so again, the pearls, I mix the pearls the same as I do my normal paints. Don't know if that's the best way to do it, because I've had mixed results on pearls so far, but I went ahead and did that anyway, and if it doesn't work, then we'll try something else. But so far so good. I see some bubbles up here, so let's take care of those now. Okay, that's good. All right, so again, we're going to use gold, and then we're going to use the two Amsterdam pearls. I have the blue and I have the violet. So I've got the violet ready here. And I wish I had a better way of doing this. It's so much easier when you have them where you can pour them. These large cups that I have them in make it difficult to pour out. And I only have one bottle left, so I don't want to really use that bottle when I need it for something else. So what am I going to put these in? Oh, I know what I can put it in. So I've been wanting to do some pouring, and I bought these little measuring cups. So I've got a whole set of them here. They're actually measuring cups with measuring spoons on the other end, and then they've got little magnets in them. So when I do the next pour, I can like layer it in this one. So, but I think maybe I'll try using this one tonight, because I think that will be just enough paint to go up the edge. Yeah, let's do that and see what happens. I love to experiment. All right, so I'm going to put the pearl blue, and I'm going to use like a full cup of it. I think it'll take that much. If it doesn't, we'll just hold off. Okay, and I'm planning on going from this corner up this way, and then from this corner up this way, and then blowing them out. So let's see what happens. Yeah, that should be enough for both. So let's just go ahead. wasted if we can scrape some of it out of here. Okay, so that's the pearl blue. And the pearl violet will be our next color. And I'm planning on using gold as the accent color. So I'm going to stir up the violet again. I hope this works so that we can actually see the color. Alright, so let's do almost a full scoop since we didn't need as much. But see, you can see it shimmering in the cup. It's so pretty. You can see it on here. Let's see what happens. See the blue, I see the violet, like so. I feel like I need a little bit more on this one. I kind of went thin on this one, so I'm going to add a little bit more, like that, and a little bit thin here. That way I can use it all up too. And let's scrape the rest back into its cup. And then we're going to use, like I said, we're going to use gold as an accent. Now I don't know if we need the gold, but I do like the shimmer of gold. And I'm hoping that it doesn't destroy the pearl on this, but we'll find out. Because right now this is going to be pretty. So I'm just going to put gold down the center, like so, and like so. Not too much, but enough to have an accent, because we blew off enough black that I'm hoping we don't get a lot of black over all these colors, and that we actually get some clear distinguish between the colors on the dried canvas. That makes sense? I hope so. Okay, let's torch it, see what happens, and then we'll blow it out. Bubbles out of the gold. See the colors, they're really pretty, but I'm hoping that they floral. You know what I can't talk tonight. I hope that I get good petals out of them so they look floral. Okay, let's make sure my dryer works. Yes. Okay, I'm going to use the flower dryer. And the only reason I'm going to use it is because I want nice tight petals, and this smaller nozzle will help me achieve that. So just giving it a second to kind of color, because I see the violet here, the gold is nicely spreading out, and I see the pearl blue. So all right, I'm going to blow them out. So here we go. go. Okay, so the pearls did show up this time. We've got the blue and we've got the violet, but I think I need to use the other dryer and move these out a little bit more before they get too dry. So I am gonna go ahead and try to shoot them out a little bit farther. I think they're good, but they're a little too tight. Sorry, I think they're good, but I think they're a little too tight. So I'm just gonna stretch them a little bit more. So here we go. These are really pretty. Oh, this one didn't pop as much as I was hoping. I might have to add a little more color to that one. This one's got a lot of nice, but there's still a little bit missing. So I am going to add a little bit more blue. See if it works. I think for me the gold took over too much, and so I'm not thrilled with it. And I'm going to add a little bit more of the violet as well. I feel like I lost too much. Of this was to get the pearls to show through, so the gold is taking over more than I wanted it to. Here, pour out there, and if I wrecked it, well, these things happen. Let's try to get some blowout there. All right, let's blow it out again. I'm going to use the Revlon since it's already plugged in. Here we go. I definitely like that better. Definitely have the blue and the purple back and less of the gold. And up here I have some details. Now I'm going to take these little two dots out though. but I like this. So now I can see that this will dry and there'll be more color. So I don't mind the gold. I mean, the gold is pretty, but I wanted to see the two pearls in there, and now I do. I like that. Thanks. And I love this little webbing here. Don't have as much here. It's sort of sinking into the paint. Okay, so here is our diptych with our gold and our violet and our blue pearls. So here's what it looks like. Let me bring it down. I can't wait to see these dried. So we've got the gold. Look at the shimmer right here. It's just picking up the blue, a bit of the purple and the violet, and then the gold shimmer through the black is gorgeous. I love this little section here. When these dry, they're gonna look so good. This little section here, we've got the violet and the blue, and we've got gold, and then the whole corner. Now I can't see it very well, but there is some ghosting happening here. I can hear it now. You can see it. See the ghosting? And that will all dry and be a beautiful shimmer. So let me take you up and show you this one. And then let's move over here to the other side. Sorry, moving too quick, I think. And then here is this other side. So we've got a lot of gold, the blue, the violet, the combination. This little section is dark with blue, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous when it's done. And then, oops, sorry. Then we have this little gold splotch here. I love this section. Look at that. So pretty. And then I love this one. Even though it kind of is fading into the black, I'm thinking when it's dry, the violet will come out again. And then we fix this corner. And I like it much better because it's less gold, more color. And then we still have this gold section over here. So it kind of equaled out. So let me take you up and show you this one. I took care of the sides, that's why they're split up right now. I'm going to put them back together. And here is how they look together. So this is going to make a really pretty diptych once it's dry. I can't wait to see it. So I will show it to you when it's dry. And tell me what you think about this diptych in the comments. I love seeing your comments and I answer them. And I have some conversations going on with some of you that I really appreciate the conversations. It's fun to talk to you guys. So until my next video in 3 days, something is scratching. I don't know if you can hear that, but something is scratching. So until my next video in 3 days, I will talk to you then. Bye.